Are you considering moving to Salt Lake City? Well, on today's video, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Salt Lake City. I've got 5 pros and 5 cons and one that just goes right down the middle. Let's get to it right now. And I'm Mike Gallagher. If you want to learn everything about living in Utah, eating, sleeping, drinking, well, you've come to the right channel. You might consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Let's become a friend. Also, if you hit that bell notification, you'll be notified every time I release a new video. And that's every week. And I absolutely love the phone calls and emails I get from all over the world. So if you're even considering buying or selling real estate in Utah, call me, text me, shoot me an email. I got your back when moving to Utah. Salt Lake City is the capital of Utah. It is just located north of Provo, Utah, and it is south of Ogden, Utah, and surrounded by many different cities and counties. Well, there are some pros and cons to living in Salt Lake City. Coming in number 1 on the list for the pros will be jobs. Utah currently has the lowest unemployment rate in the nation, and in previous years we've also ranked very low for unemployment. There's a variety of jobs in Salt Lake City. There is a lot of corporate headquarters located right in Salt Lake City. There's also a big banking district and also a financial district, and lots of office space that's full of all kinds of professional workers. Maybe you're in the healthcare field. There's the University of Utah Hospital. There's an array of IHC hospitals in Salt Lake City. There's also some specialty hospitals located in Salt Lake City, like Primary Children's Hospital, the Huntsman Cancer Institute. Maybe you're in education. There's the University of Utah. There's also the private and public sector of schools. Number 1 con would be the lack of housing. With all the growth that has happened in Salt Lake City over the years, there is a lack of housing. With all the businesses that are there and all the malls and entertainment that's in Salt Lake City, there has not been much more room to build housing in the Salt Lake City market. Pro number 2 would be the downtown entertainment. There is a lot to do in downtown Salt Lake City. Whether you want to go to the restaurants, bars, and nightclubs are all located in Salt Lake City. There's also 2 shopping malls in Salt Lake City for you to shop at. There's Vivint Home Arena, which is home to the Utah Jazz basketball team. And they also hold many events there, like concerts, Disney on Ice. Just a lot of entertainment that comes to Salt Lake City is usually right there at Vivint Home Arena. Maybe you're into college sports. Well, up at the University of Utah, you can get a range of college sports. Gymnastics, football, basketball, you name it, it's right at the university. There's also baseball. There's the Salt Lake Bees, so you can catch a baseball game during the summer months. Con number 2 would be the lack of parking in Salt Lake City. It's usually really bad in the winter months when we get a snowfall, as the street plows have to push the snow somewhere, and they usually push it and block some parking spaces. So if you're in the side streets or even downtown, some of the parking spaces are eliminated with snow piles. It also gets a little tricky to find parking in Salt Lake City whenever there is a big event in downtown Salt Lake City. Pro number 3, Salt Lake City is an outdoor paradise. Salt Lake City and the state of Utah is covered with mountains, and there's a lot of opportunities in the state. Salt Lake City has been known as the adventure sports capital of the nation. So the desert areas provide plenty of off-road opportunities, and the forest area provides plenty of hiking and camping. Don't forget about the rivers and lakes, where you'll find all kinds of water sports activities and also fishing. The mountains will provide you with opportunities with climbing, and during the winter months, skiing, snowboarding, and snowmobiling. Con number 3, there is no beach and no ocean in Utah or Salt Lake City. So if you're from one of the coastal cities and you're used to surfing and beautiful beaches, Utah can't provide any kind of beach or ocean for you. Pro number 4 will be the cost of living. Compared to other states, Salt Lake City has a very competitive cost of living. And Salt Lake City is more affordable than the neighboring Denver, Colorado. And Utah in general is one of the most affordable states in the U.S. and provides a high standard of living for everyone. Con number 4, we'll just call this one bad air days and inversion days. Well, Salt Lake City is situated in a valley surrounded by mountains all the way around. Well, this creates a bowl effect, and the inversion comes in and the air quality goes down, and it does not clear up until you get a good gust of wind blowing it out. Pro number 5 would be the low crime rate. The state of Utah has a very low crime rate. It always ranks in one of the top 10 states in the nation for the lowest crime rate. And violent crime is about 40% lower than the national average. Now this also leads to con number 5. Salt Lake City has one of the highest crime rates in the state of Utah. When you compare it with all the cities in the state of Utah, it ranks at one of the highest for crime. And I got one bonus one. It goes right down the line. It can be a pro and it can be a con. And that would be marijuana. So in Salt Lake City, there is a medical marijuana law where you can buy marijuana for medical usage. It requires proper doctor's notices, etc., to be filed. But there is no recreational marijuana. You cannot walk into a store and buy recreational marijuana. So for some people, this can be a pro, and for some people, this can be a con. So in conclusion, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I'd love to hear your comments down below. What are your pros and cons of living in Salt Lake City, or even just living in Utah? Until the next video, hope everyone will take care and stay safe.